Okay, let's get to it. This is a collective read. Basically, is what I was looking for was, the collective light workers. See where you're at, as far as my collective is, and many of us understand, light work, which is simply, uh, yeah, I got to remember not to roll my chair all over the place. Everything you do should be done in love. Now, I can tell you that's in several different scripts, but if you're looking for scripture as far as the KJV, then basically I can tell you it's for 1 Corinthians 16:14. Simply, I did go to Bible college. But anyways, that's actually a light worker, somebody that understands and know how to do all things out of love. And it's okay to have other emotions. We understand that too. It's okay to be angry. But, if you're going to be angry, then for all your emotions have a reason. You were created from the same, essence we all were. Okay? The divine essence, Father God, whatever you want to call that entity, that being, that spirit, that person. Some people think, of it as a person. So anyway, let's just go ahead and just say that we should do all things through love. And yes, because as a mother, I know that even it started when I was young. And actually, I think I learned this through my first true love. It's like if you look at things out of the eyes of love, they look differently than if you look through them out of the eyes of anger. And if you have that anger, then you go to that person, that thing, that place, whatever that caused that anger, and don't project yourself onto them, but talk to them about it. Communication is key. But we communicate out of love. And yes, we do get angry. We have to represent that emotion as well too. But direct it toward the right thing or person or place that you're angry at. And then do it out of love. Even as a child, we should be, I feel like, loved, rebuked, and then loved again. I don't mean spoiled and, oh, let's take you to the store and buy you a toy or anything like that. I just mean literally loved, the feeling of love. And you know what the feeling of love is, right? I'm sure. Let's go ahead and get the light worker oracle out of here so I can get a temperature on this. Yeah. Give me one, please, for the collective. One oracle, please, for the collective. Please, just one. Oh, yeah, it's like, no, we ain't giving you. We're giving you what we want. Okay, we have initiation by air. Merkaba, spiritual protection. And I have protection with Kali. This is Guya Kali that I have out on the table. And just put it, she's kind of like the Harlequin of Kalis. She definitely fights for the just. Key of light. Well, eternal now. Okay. We're just going to get a quick overview. On the bottom of deck, sixth ray of devotion. So, try not to be too loud on ears. But let's go ahead and let's do a quick layer of this. Layover 24, 25, 26, and 12. And I've shuffled them cards so many times. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Okay, I feel like within the physical, you have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort. It can bring peace, strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be, and what did I say? Can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? But again, we have love in here, developed with a loving spiritual practice. If you don't have that, then you've got a frightening weapon. Because that's what we do. A light worker's job is actually to free others, to liberate others in love. Your mind must become more spacious and luminous. If you practice like emptying it on a regular basis, the radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging you with thoughts of optimism when not given a chance to empty. Then your mind becomes like based programming. It becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information, and most of it is definitely fear-based. Okay, and that's why, again, you have to develop your mind with that spiritual loving practice, But this initiation by air within the physical realm too also tells me something that isn't in here and in the books, is that when you are going through this process, there'll come a time that you're sensitive to everything that's around you as far as the air goes. It's like the atmospheric change even tells you something. When it gets too hot, that you notice the humidity rise. You notice all those little things that's within the air, within the wind, within the breeze. You'll hear things, It's like you are being initiated by air, because we are all truly elementals. Okay, so that's an initiation by air. When you even know by the atmospheric change and you can feel the energy that someone is talking about you, or someone, listen in if you can, teleport, do it. Okay, let's go ahead. Spiritual, Merkaba, spiritual protection. Okay, this is basically number 25. We're going right down the line, aren't we? Okay, being open to receive in a way to gain empowerment, strength, and all manner of assistance. Sorry. To enhance receptivity, it can be helpful to declutter and cleanse your energy field. This allows for that which is not rightfully yours to be shed. Sometimes this will include the disowned thoughts and feelings of others. When you release these thoughts and feelings, a spaciousness will grow within you. Then you can receive more of what rightfully is meant to be for you, your divine good in all ways. Because an open, sensitive person, you easily become energetically overloaded, from physical pain to emotional and psychological tension. An overload does not feel good. You may even feel like you are carrying others on your back, or in your head. That's things, people living there rent free. The added weight, it naturally just pulls down on you. And that's part of your initiation. You went from initiation to Merkaba spiritual protection. Because while you're going through this initiation, there is a protection for you. And that's what they're saying. But it's called releasing those things that live in your mind rent free. Okay? So basically, yeah, well, the key of light. I feel like this is your desire. This is what you're pushing for, collective. You want the key of light. That's a responsibility. Archangel Michael loves you unconditionally and serves your soul journey. He brings you a spiritual gift now, the key of light. You're receiving the key of light, and this is what you've desired. This key allows you to open any door, clear away any obstruction, and free yourself from any prison or enslavement, physical, emotional, or psychological. There is no need for you to feel trapped or locked out of a situation you want to get into. Exactly. That's what I said in the beginning. When that atmospheric change is like, okay, I know somebody's talking about me. Let me go see. Where's that leading me? Uh-huh. Yeah, because you're not trapped. You know how to go back and forth and in and out. Yeah, okay. You now hold within your hands a divine key that will assist in many ways. Archangel Michael does have a message for you. You have the power of the divine in you. And that's what we've been saying all along. It's not that, we haven't accepted our religion. We've just moved into our faith and our spirituality. We've let go of religion. Many of us have. The religious standards. Because they're organized religions. I'm just saying, your power of freedom is unconditional. It doesn't require that outer circumstances change in order for you to be free. Choose freedom, though, because, yeah, outer circumstances often change radically. And we do know this. I know this. Absolutely. Okay, so I feel like this is basically your opportunity. Eternal now. 12. Within you is great strength and courage. However, just because you can manage to keep going when you are drained or like stressed, it doesn't mean you have to do this or you do so. Okay, you are encouraged by your higher guidance to request assistance in letting go of tensions within your mind and body. You will gain energy through this release and perhaps even see things in a new and more optimistic light. Shifting into a more present, relaxed, and enjoyable state of being will help you overcome the past and successfully create your future. Dear one, have your thoughts become trapped in the pain of the past? Have they been drifting towards possible futures? If too much of your energy is pulled away from the present moment, you diminish the power you have to create what your heart desires. Creation doesn't happen in the past or in the future. It happens in the here and now by the choices you make in each moment, the path you take, every little sound you make. I'll be watching you. No, that's what I sounded like earlier. Yeah, no. You don't disturb my atmospheric realm, because if you do, that chit chat comes back to me. I mean, I hear you. I know, Come on. We all feel it, don't we? The universe believes that you are deserving of a spiritual gift. To accept this gift is, whatever form it takes. You'll need to be present to have enough stillness of mind and recognize it. You'll need to have enough inner peace to accept it, to take it inside where it can nourish, inspire, and heal you and grow you, helping you to see and turn around all the gifts that are waiting on you to open, that's behind you. Turn around. Okay? Just saying. And that's what it's offering you, an eternal now. To be in the now and turn around and look at all the gifts you need to open. Don't look in the past. Don't look in the future. Look in the now around you. What does surround you? Other light workers, angels, the divine itself. I don't believe you can buy with anything. Yeah, I guess I do believe in karma. But we are walking karma. Or we wouldn't be here. Now would we? Let's go ahead. I want to see your energies. Yeah, this might be a little longer read, but it is a collective read. I think the collective deserves... I got to get to Gemini yet, too, and start... I don't know what I want to do. You guys give me some, yeah. Give me some ideas. You want to know what your person's saying about you or thinking about you? I don't think so. I think you should know that. And if you don't hear anything, then that's good. Okay. Initiation by air. Yeah, absolutely. Expansion even in your physical realm, because that's how I do it. I mean, I'm not like I can be poolside or campfire side or wherever I'm at side, and it just all of a sudden I feel the change, the energy within the atmosphere. And then I tune in and I can literally hear what's being said. I focus on that. I know who it is. I know the voice. I know everything that's being said. And then I might go and spy. Not hard to teleport while you're sitting there and no one even know it. Okay, Merkaba, spiritual protection. This goes on during your initiation, because you're also receiving the key of light. You're moving on up. Yeah, look at the light and look at the light. It feels like a miracle to you, because, it isn't easy when you first start feeling, the atmospheric changes and, you notice everything about the atmosphere that's around you and surrounds you. It does feel strange at first. You don't even want to tell others, but you feel protected. You feel enveloped. Very warm, very protected. Yeah. And it feels like a miracle in your heart. That's what you see it as. Yeah, this is something you've desired for a while, the key of light. Again, it's all by doing everything that you do from that love, that light. Not saying you don't have dark in there too. Like I said, there's times that it's also right to use your dark. We have to reconcile with that anyway. Balance it out. Oh, yeah. So all that you touch with that perfect light, that love light of yours. Because that's the key of light coming out of your mouth, like the Ankh being, on so many drawings and different, pictures, how the key is like part of what it goes toward their mouth as well, like the key of light. The tattoo, and I got a brand too, but so that was ages ago. I was in junior high school when I got that. Eternal now. Gratitude. And that's exactly what I said. Because those that are grateful, I know, are those that speak and do in love. Okay? Your fear that you need to release, one of your fears you need to release and quit living in you, rent-free, period, in your head, is the fear of rejection, which many of us have. It's just, I think it comes with us. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's see what, okay, yeah, let's get some illumination. Let's build a little bit of a base, do a little bit of a foundation rather, and do a little bit of a look here with the tarot. Okay, expansion. Strength. Queen of Swords. Ten of Wands. Let's go back here and take a look. Yeah, you can see all these, see the initiation by air, have an expansion. That's you're expanding your gifts. You're opening up the gifts that I told you that surrounded you in your now. And you're, like I said, yeah, and right here. I mean, even though this is fire, this is still in the air. It's the Eight of Wands. This is, you're receiving downloads, communication that's coming into you swiftly, collective. And yeah, this has been conflicting. I feel like conflicting within you, and you're harmonizing and getting balance to restore yourself, because you're feeling this again. You're feeling this atmospheric change, and you're like knowing things. You're like, how did I know that? During this process of initiation, you definitely are in a state of protection, and you feel it. It feels like a miracle. It also helps to encourage you. It gives you strength. Because during this time, you're introspecting yourself. You're shining a light right now to make sure those gifts are all there and you get to open them all. You're going to come out wiser and stronger, because right now you're inside yourself. You're seeing who you are and what you're truly made of. Let me see the Hermit, please. And this is all signs. It's energies that I'm reading, and that's all. Yeah. Because you freed yourself. You're freeing yourself from that mindset and that fear. You're taking action toward opportunities that you've desired for a while. Let me see this Key of Light with the Queen of Swords, please. Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Wands. This is somebody very guarded. They don't want no one to see if they have imperfections. That's your fear. You're guarding your imperfections. Yeah, because your fear is of rejection. You fear of sorrow and heartbreak. But again, you are definitely learning how to be in the now. That there's no future, and the past is, like I said, the past is in the past. If we truly have forgiven, would we truly not forget? Don't mean you run back to somebody and but it still means, hey, it isn't worth the space in my head or my heart. It was something I had to release, and releasing is painful. It's not easy. And you understand that the core principle, even toward love, is being grateful. Because you do all things through love. Because you're grateful for the simplest things sometimes. And, well, all the time, really. They're the things that count. Because you've been carrying those fears of abandonment, of rejection, of not being perfect. And this has been a burden for you, something you've struggled with. Just meditate and rest. Receive the proper flow of downloads. And stay focused on spiritual, joyful communication that's coming into you. This is something you'll remember because you've known it since you came here. You just need to remember it. It was something that was very nostalgic to you to begin with, and it all frames around there, around that time. But you just look at it in the now and see it for what it was and what it is. It's easier to look through, even though there's no veil. I know this. But call it whatever. If you see a veil, then it's a veil. Yeah, because you are committed to being a light worker. You're committed to being a warrior for the light. Okay. I think that's perfect right there. I didn't even mean to go all the way with them. So let's go ahead and let's get just a card that basically breaks this up. This is for the collective. A picture is worth 1,000 words. This is number 94. Set your phone background to a picture that makes you happy or motivated. We all need reminders of our goals. Set it so you can't forget it. Okay? Set it so you can't forget it. You're just gaining in, you're committing yourself to who you are, a warrior that works for the light. We're all warriors one way or another, but you work for the light. You're devoted to it. But you still have fears within you. And these fears cause you to be guarded and hide, yeah, the fact that you have insecurities within you. And one of your insecurities is fear of heartbreak and sorrow. So you may feel like you need to control things, which keeps it all wound up in your head, all of your fears bouncing back and forth when you've already committed to this path. And if you're already committed to this path, you know you're taken care of in all ways, shapes, or form. So yeah, we need to get rid of that fear. We need to let that fear push its way out. I'm going to get a couple, just want to see. These are all the majors. So let me see. Just interested. That one's. These aren't oracles, they're tarot, but they're so big, I don't expect them to flip. The World. You've ended cycles. There's definitely a new cycle for you now that's approaching. Yep. You are totally protected. Yeah. You're setting in the position of being grounded and founded within the very core of you, within your very soul. You know you're protected. Yeah. Because you've been hiding that fear and guarding it, keeping guard over it. Going to the bottom, absolutely. Again, you've had to go inside and, look at yourself a bit. Look at these fears to release them, to let them go. Don't let them, not let them, don't let them, not let them live in your head rent free any longer. Yep. You had to sacrifice. Absolutely. Okay. That's what I'm seeing. And we already know that this is taking strength. But you know that you are being guarded and protected. That's why your courage is beginning to build and your strength is coming back to you. Okay? Okay, that's what I have for you, collective. I'll see you when I see you. But again, this is for all signs and all of my collective. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Be kind to one another. And, yeah, know that you're always loved. See you when I see you.